Okay, so this array was already exist, function was already we have written yesterday. Now we need to write one more function called function get product. Function get product. Function get product. Get product function. We have to send the a default index 0. Index 0 why we are given, because whenever we call the get product function, by default if you will not pass any index number, it will give the 0 position element. So what is the 0 position element? 0 position element is the first one. So in the first array, whichever the product elements are there, like rice, milk, water, ice cream and apple, all will get listed here. So let me go here, create a variable now. Variable data equal to the available products. H2 available products. Available products. We close the H2. Next, after that, available products, close the H2. Next we write here item dot, item of index. So item of index, what it will point? It will point to the particular element inside the item array. It will point to the particular element inside the item array. It will point to the particular element inside the item array. Okay, so next it says like index of product. So index of product, what it represent? Under the item array on a particular index, there will be product. Inside the index on a particular inside the item array on particular index. So what is the by default index? 0. So on 0 11th position, there will be product that is called as a first one, product dot map or product dot for each anything done here, and get here p name, product name and p index. Product name and p index. Next, after that, data equal to data plus, open the, start the p. We can write here p name. First we can keep here called p index plus hash. We can write here p index plus. We can write here p name plus, we'll close the p tag, and finally what you will get is under the product array on a particular position, there is a, under the item array on a particular position, there is a product as a array. So for that loop will get apply, and one by one product it will read and create the paragraph here. And once the loop will get finished, the list of elements that you have converted from the element to paragraph, that we need to send to here called cart list. Not cart list, to all the product, all product. Okay, now it is going to read the data from the product particular element and then create a list of paragraph and send to all product. But when to call this function get product? Here, on load we can put a comma and we can call one more function. We can call one more function on load. On load we can call one more function. So we added next. After that, I should run my file. Run the available product under the food category. All came here. Same time, if you click here, there, anywhere, that product should get called here. According to user interaction, wherever we do click, that list of products should appear here. So first check this much happening or not. If the array is listing product and category both, then we can okay. Next, after that, if list is happening, then we need to write the button event. On click, we need to pass the parameter, and based on click, we have to get the list of product for a particular category and display inside the page. We need to go inside the category function. We have here called button on click. On click equal to, we need to call the get product function, and under the get product function, we have to pass again unique index of each element as a, we can pass here for the index. So you can see here for every category in the sense for every array there will be one index position. So we are printing the category here, and position of the particular category we are sending to get product function. Position of the particular category we are sending to the get product function. Now get product function, what it will do? Get product function will look into the get product function will look into the okay. Get product function will look into get product function will look into the particular position, and whichever the position will come, that position element will get listed here. So let me keep an alert here. calling the index to get better idea. So on click, we are calling the get product. Now get product function. In the get product function, we pass the index. Now under the item array, it will check on the particular given index. Product is there. Inside the product, how many elements are there? For that element, run the loop and get the product index and product name. Generate the paragraph and send to all product. So add this line, this function can add here. After that, we can test whether it's working or not. After that, we can test working or not. So we added, let us see now. Come to the browser. When we go onto the browser, 0 position came by default. 0 position element is listed. 1. Here came jobs. 2 came clothing. 3 came. So according to the given index, the list of the product will come. Right? This alert, if you want to keep, you can keep, or you can do small changes. So here, I will add here available products in, available products in. We can print here category name also. It will be much user friendly. So index of category, index of category. So what it will generate now? Available products in jobs category. Okay, available products in job category, available product in mobile category, available product in something particular category. So whichever the category you click, that name will come here, and along with that product will be listed out in the bottom of the screen. I hope it is working. Let me know. This complete file came to your chat. You can check that. Okay, next after that, we can move to the other folder. Here you can change event also. That is called which event? On mouse click you have written. You can change to on mouse enter. So as soon as the mouse will touch, on mouse enter. On mouse enter. As soon as the mouse will touch the button below, list of product will appear.
Hi, can you just scroll down little bit?
HTML portal.
Yeah.
It's bottom side you can see once. Hello. Okay. Okay, you are coming for. You need to cross the road. Okay. Our office is opposite to the hotel, Comet Hotel. Yeah, opposite to Comet Hotel. Is it your WhatsApp number? This number is in your WhatsApp. I will send you location. You send me hi. I will send you location. You can come here. Send me hi. I will send you. Okay. So hope you have written. Next, after that, Okay, so hope working. Now we will move to the next folder, that is this one, JavaScript API folder. Under the API folder, we will learn now data you are playing around the file. You are fetching the data, you are adding the data, listing the data within the file. You have to get the data from other source. Like it may be backend server or it may be any other source, but data should come through other source. For that, we have fetch function in JavaScript. Using fetch function, we can read the text file also, as well as we can read the JSON file. We can read the any kind of API that return the data in JSON format. Both is possible through the fetch function. Fetch function will help you to post the data also to the backend. Fetch function will help you to retrieve the data also from the backend. Get and post both is possible through the fetch function. So we are going to implement the both. Now let's go to the API folder. Under API folder, open the CMD. If you have API folder, then okay. If you don't have, you can create it. You can create a API folder. Under the API folder, open the CMD. Inside that, code space dot you can do. It will open the VS Code. Code space dot will open the VS Code. Right, home VS Code is open. Come under the VS Code editor and here under the API folder, create a next file called index.html. One file index.html. Under the index.html, HTML head you can follow. A script we can follow. Close the script as well. Next, after that, body will open close. follow the H1. Running using live server. Running using live server. Now after that, we will install one small lightweight live server web server. Using that, our page will run smoothly. Okay. After writing this, go here to the extension. After writing HTML, go to the extension. Click on extension icon. Extension icon. Under the extension icon, after clicking on extension, search box will appear. Search in that Rhetoric live server. Rhetoric live server. Search the Rhetoric live server. Once the search here, install button will come. Please click on install. Click on install. Hope installation is done. Let me know once you install that. Okay, cool. Next, after that, if installation is done, Versa, you post a question mark for what purpose? Check now, reply quickly. Installation is done or not. Oh, here it is there. No? Click on extension. During class, don't go anywhere, okay? During class time, don't go anywhere. So in the Visual Studio, there is the extension here. Click on that extension, search box will appear. Click on install button. Okay, open installation is done. After that, you can do the right click on this file. Do the right click. After doing the right click, you will see option called open with live server. Do the right click. After that, click on open with live server. Click on live server. So what we did a right click here inside the index.html. We did a right click. After doing right click, we selected open with live server. We selected open with the live server. Next, after that, automatically a browser should open for you. Something like this. Localhost 5500, or maybe through IP address. Maybe either through the right. So it should run like this. Localhost colon 5500 index.html, or there can be one particular IP address here. There can be a particular IP address. No sequence. It's running like this because fetch function API function will not work directly. For that, you need to have a live server. Live server, one live server can talk to the other live server. Then only API call will happen. Directly without any type of live server, you cannot ping to any server. It will give the error of cross origin. Cross origin is not allowed. But once we run through the live server, between two server communication will happen. Data exchange will happen. We can send the data and we can receive the data as well. Okay. So hope it is done. In Mac, you have to create a folder anywhere, as we have created a folder called API. Our folder name is API. You can also create a folder called API. After going to the API folder, maybe you can do the right click. After doing right click, there may be option called terminal in Mac. After doing the right click, there may be you will find the option called terminal. In that terminal is called CMD. In that terminal, you can do this work. Okay, so hope you installed it. Okay. Next, after installation, after installation, you can check here through VS Code, do the right click, and after doing the right click, you can select the live server. If the page is running through live server, then okay, it is installed successfully. Now using this live server, we can use the page function and we can send and receive the request from the frontend to backend, backend to frontend. Okay, so come to this file now. Inside this, right here one we can add some buttons now. Division, align equal to center, align equal to center. After that, button will open close. We can keep here home and about. This will be two static pages. Static pages in the sense we will learn through the JavaScript page function, through JavaScript page function, through JavaScript API function, while calling a file from other server, while calling a URL from other server, the requested URL can be a static page also that will return the data in text format, and the requested URL can be dynamic page also that will return the data in the JSON format. So at this point, we created two buttons. One home will be a static file only. About will be also as a static file. Now next we can create another button. This will be as a JSON file. JSON parsing one. JSON parsing one. Like in this, we will read a local JSON file. Instead of storing the data in array, we can store the data in JSON file, and from JSON file we can read and display inside the browser. The reading data through the JSON file will happen through the fetch function of JavaScript. Add one more button. This will help you to read the data from other server. Okay, right inside that comment list. This will read the data from other server. But that server is running on again backend as a JSON server itself. We can add one more URL. Car list. This will be one PHP server. And we can add one more URL here. This also can be something live server from the backend. We can say call user list. So in this 4, 5, 6 example, you will get very good idea how JavaScript page function will work using page function, how you can read the static content, how you can read the dynamic content, how you can read the data from the live server, from the backend that will be in different URL. Same way you will be implementing through the this one also, React also. Once we come into the React, now come down below, you will write a division as container where the data will come from JavaScript function when we click on different buttons. ID as a container, ID as a container. Okay, next after that, we have to write the functions here. For each button, one function will write, and that function will be bringing the data from other source. So what you can do is write a function, give the function name call one. In the same API only, while calling the API, you will get idea of async and await. Since when you call the data from other source, the backend server may be busy, may be fast, may be slow. We cannot predict anything. In that case, async and await will help you to cooperate with the backend and wait till the response will come. So those will get to know next one, two example. Function one you write. Now on click here, call the function one. On click equal to call the function one. On click equal to call the function one. Right. After that, on button click, we can call another function. On about click, we can call another function, function two. Function two. Function two. Okay. Now inside the function two also will do something. Under the function also one we will do something. So what we'll do under the function one and two, Under the function 1 and 2, we are going to send a request to the backend. Backend in the sense, the file will be here only. As I told you, we have to read 2 static pages from the local computer, 1 JSON file from the local computer, then 3 external URL from the live server running in different location. So let's go here and use the function called fetch. Under the fetch function, you have to give the URL where you want to get the data. What is the source where you want to bring the data? So we will give here a file call in double quote. We can write as a home.html. 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 Okay. Now home.html, what this page function will do? Page function, since we are given directly home.html, so in current folder, the fetch function will check in current folder, is there any file called home.html? If it is yes, if any home.html is found under the current folder, after that, the home.html will take your request. Then home.html will send you the response. Home.html is a static file only, but when the fetch function will ping the home.html saying like hi home.html, home.html will respond something. Suppose someone will say hi, what you will say? You will say hello. Means when he says hi, that was is a request. When he says hello, that becomes a response. Okay, similar way, fetch function will send a request to home.html. As soon as the request will go to the home.html, in home.html, whichever the contents are stored, static, dynamic, anything, that will come as a response. Okay, that will come as a response. To whom? To the fetch function. Since the request was sent by fetch function, a response also has to come to the fetch function only. Definitely response will come to the fetch function. Fetch function says like, I have a feature, I can send a request, but I don't have such feature to capture the response. I have sent a request to home.html, but from there, whichever the response will come, I cannot capture the response. Then fetch function will apply another function that is called then, then. Fetch function will apply another function that is called then, then. You can see as soon as I wrote then, it is saying called method, means a function. What kind of function? Predefined function. Now what is written in the right hand side? Promise. Okay, and in the function angle bracket you can see is a response. That says like then function is a promise function, and then function is going to capture the response. The fetch function has sent the request, then whichever the response will come from there, then function is responsible to capture the response. Then function is responsible to capture the response. Then function is called a promise function. Let's come out of the technology. Suppose in your one hand, left hand, you have a small ball, you will throw, or maybe in the right hand, you have a ball, you will throw. Ball will go and touch the wall. So when you are throwing the ball, that is called sending a request. That is the work of the fetch function. Your right hand side, your right hand is working like a fetch function. It's throwing the ball, means it's sending a request. Ball will go and touch the wall. After touching the ball will come back. That meaning when you have thrown the ball by the right hand, that you have sent a request. Your ball went and touched the wall and came back from there. When the ball is coming back, that is called a response. Now the hand has thrown the ball, the right hand has thrown the ball, the right hand will not capture the ball again. Now the left hand will be responsible to capture the ball. Which ball? That coming back. While sending the ball, your right hand was the responsible. But when the ball will come back, left hand will be responsible. So at this place now, fetch function is working like the right hand. It is sending a request. Now from there, whichever the response will come, fetch function will apply another method that is called then method. For what purpose? To capture the response, whichever the response will come. Right? Hope it is clear here. People ask in interview, what is the role of the fetch function and what is the responsibility of the then function and what is the promise function? So you can say using the fetch function, we can do a API call. That meaning I can send a request from one file to other file. When I'm sending a request from one file to other file, it may be the client server communication. Definitely it is for the client server communication only. So fetch function send a request. From there, server will respond you. Server will send you some data. That's called as a response. When the server will send that data as a response, the promise function is responsible to capture the response. That is called as a then function. But at this place, then has to apply twice. Why we need to apply twice? Because first time your data will be encrypted data. Data will be in the JSON format. JSON will data will be encoded format. Okay. So first request, when the first request will come, data will be encrypted data. Consider it can be a JSON data. Now the JSON data has to convert into object array. So for that, your then function will be responsible to capture the response, and after capturing the response, it has to convert into object array. After converting into object array, then function cannot pass further. Then another then function will come and that will process your data. That will hand over data to the for each or maybe further next. Okay. So this point will be very, very important when you are going to work on the JavaScript, when you are going to work on the React, everywhere external library, most of the project people will not allow. They will not allow to install extra library and use. So fetch is the ready-made function of your JavaScript without including any extra library. Easily you can inject and you can use throughout the project. You don't have to use any external library at all. Okay, and this fetch function will help you to call data and send the data, receive the data. So we will be working on both the point. Now we will be seeing in the JavaScript how to fetch the data. We'll try to see the posting also. If I will check my API list are working. Fetch function related all APIs are working, then bulk data are there. We can implement and we can see. Okay, so implementation of fetch function we'll see you tomorrow. 3, 4, not 3, 4 way, how many button? 3, 4, 5, 6 button we have made. So we will be using the 6 type of URL, 6 different type of URL to understand, and it will give you very good sense. Okay. Your all videos are there in the channel, and then after that, so versus your account was added yesterday. You can go to the YouTube, and then after that, email will come from YouTube. You can click on the invitation link. After that, you need to go to the your YouTube, and then in YouTube you will click on profile and change account, switch account. Then you can see the videos from there.
Okay, sir, I'll do it.
Okay, I will write a step in the Notepad++ after 1 hour. Like go to the email, click on the button, redirection will happen to YouTube. Then click on create account, then click on switch channel. One step. Another step, click on the email link. We'll go to the YouTube. After that, go to your profile, right hand side corner. Click on that. You will see the switch account option. Click on switch account. Then my name will appear. CRM Software Academy. Click on that, redirect to my channel, go to the playlist and see your playlist. All the videos will be there. And then we'll see you tomorrow again. tomorrow